Moin moin und herzlich willkommen zurück auf John Marstons Ranch. Ja, wir sollen hier irgendwie unser Pferd anbinden, wurde gesagt. Da sehen wir auch schon einen Punkt. Genau hier.
Did a good job, son. Nice shooting.
Thanks, Pa.
Make a rancher of you yet.
Rancherbekleidung. Menüeintrag. Das möchte ich mal ausprobieren. Ich finde, der Sohn hat auch ein bisschen Ähnlichkeit mit ihm. Das haben sie nett gemacht. Moment, ich muss erstmal hier zu meiner Pofe. Oh! Das wollte ich jetzt eigentlich... Na, egal. Na gut.
Cooking.
Same thing I've been cooking the past 15 years with the hope of poisoning you.
Ain't working so well.
Not yet.
I'll be honest, though. Tastes bad enough to kill a man.
I never was much of a cook, but I did try to be a good wife.
And you have been.
Given what we was and what we came from, I think we've gone and done okay. I look at Jack. I look at him and I think we've been blessed. Maybe he can be something more.
He's a good kid. He can be whatever he wants to be. He ain't gonna be no frontier gunslinger killing and running no gang, though. That way's over. Railroads and government and motor cars and everything gone and done away with all that.
And he ain't gonna marry no orphaned working girl running with a bunch of hucksters, neither.
If he meets one like you, I hope he'll marry her.
Stop. For an illiterate gunslinger, you sure know how to make a girl blush.
Ach, süß.
God damn crows! John! You have got to go deal with them. They've broken into the silo again and are eating all the corn out from it.
Of course, my angel.
Wait, get out of there.
All right, all right.
Come on. Scat. Shh.
Okay. Moment. Kann man die hier markieren? Wieso kann ich die nicht markieren? Ah. Die auch noch? Okay. John als Vogelscheuche. Schöne Munition. Ich muss hier... Meine Herren. Das Getreide dürfte jetzt eigentlich nicht abhauen, nicht verschwinden. Weil ich doch die... Oh. Ich weiß nicht. Das wird immer weniger. Aber die fliegen doch. Was ist denn das für ein Quatsch? Aha. Sie ziehen ab. Ruhm plus 20. Fürs Krähenschießen. Wunderbar. So, ich will jetzt aber mal diese Rancher-Kleidung. Was war das? Da war doch irgendwas. Die Krähe. Feder nehmen. Keine Ahnung, wozu die gut ist. Ah, das ist der Onkel. Gut, wunderbar. Aber ich möchte gerne mal diese Rancher-Kleidung ausprobieren.
Hello, sir.
Hallo, Jack. Wo ist denn mein Schlafzimmer? Das ist wahrscheinlich das... Nee, das ist wahrscheinlich von Jack oder... dem Opi, keine Ahnung. Achso, kann man sowieso das Haus mal angucken. Ah, meine Frau.
John, how are you?
Fein. Lecker, lecker. Sehr schön. Hier geht's wieder nach draußen. Ja, okay. Dann könnte hier vielleicht das Schlafzimmer sein. Spiel speichern. Behälter öffnen. Wo kann ich denn meine Kleidung wechseln? Ja, Revolver. Gewehr. Schrotflinte. Da kam doch immer dieser Button, dass ich die Kleidung wechseln kann. Vielleicht hier? Outfits. Feiner Anzug. Rebellenart. Staubmantel, den hatten wir. Der Poncho. Ranch. Ach, die hat er wahrscheinlich an. Ja, die hat er an. Genau. Okay. Hat er seine Rancher-Kleidung an. Sehr gut. Was gibt's denn hier noch Schönes?
Howdy, John.
Ah, das ist das Wohnzimmer. Ja, schön. Mit Hirschkopf. Ein Klavier. Eine ausgestopfte Eule. Aha, Bücher hat er auch. Gut. Was ist hier? Noch ein Schlafzimmer. Und ein Telefon. Naja. Sehr gut. Kommen wir da nicht? Doch, kommen wir raus. Alte Freunde, neue
John.
Probleme.
We got a telegram from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie something or other. Something you ain't telling me?
Bonnie McFarland. She's a friend. Saved my life when I went after Bill and nearly got myself killed again.
Oh, and now you two's in the habit of sending each other letters. How very nice.
It weren't nothing like that. What's it say?
I don't know. I can't... Well, you know I can't read.
Give it here.
You read that thing out loud?
I ain't hiding nothing. Dear Mr. Marston, stop. Need corn sacks. Stop. Emergency. Stop. Weevils and moths ate entire county supply. Stop. Can you help? Not exactly the most romantic request now, is it?
I guess not. And she saved your life, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then you're gonna have to help her and her family out. We've got a plentiful supply of corn sacks over near the silo. About the one thing Uncle didn't manage to have stolen while we was gone.
Okay.
Hurry back, John. And John, what's she like?
You know. A little bit like you, I guess. She's a woman in a man's world.
Steige auf die Kutsche. Aha, jetzt müssen wir Bonnie die Kornsäcke bringen.
John, wait! I changed my mind. I'm coming with you.
Ach, da
What are you waiting for? We better hurry.
will sie ihn doch nicht alleine hinfahren lassen. Bisschen eifersüchtig.
I don't think I can let you go off again without me.
Fair enough. I'm glad of the company. You only had to
Ach,
ask.
eine Zeitmission.
I was waiting for you to ask me.
I thought you'd want to keep an eye on the boy.
Oh, while you were off cavorting with cowgirls in the next county? I don't think so, John Marston. You only just got home. That Jack has seen enough of me for a lifetime. So, is she married? This Bonnie McFarland?
No,
What does she look like?
I don't know. Pretty normal, I suppose.
Normal? What? Normal like me?
No! Normal as in 2 eyes, mouth, nose, that kind of normal. Besides, ain't no woman fine as you.
A little flattery. Now we're finally getting somewhere.
If you find yourself in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging.
Another pearl of wisdom from John Marston. I sure do miss those.
I never took you for the jealous type, Abigail.
I ain't jealous so much as curious.
You heard what she wrote. It's just some corn. She saved my life, and she was decent enough to me, so I owe her this much at least.
How did she save your life anyway?
She found me half dead on the side of the road and took me to the doctor. Most folks would have left me there.
Half dead from what?
Bill didn't take so kindly to me visiting unannounced.
Bill never did like surprises. How was he?
Same as he was when we left. Angry and dumb. Taking his revenge out on the world. People down there was really scared of him.
Of Bill? You gotta be kidding me. He was only frightening if you was afraid of dumb fools.
Bill weren't so bad, but when Dutch went crazy, Bill took it hard.
For a while, we all thought we found something right. Better way to live, but it was just a lie. So you saw before they did.
Maybe. But they was still kind of a family.
A family that left you for dead. You knew the truth, John, and they hated you for it.
Ah, das schaffen wir.
They take
Who?
those government bastards. Where did they hold you and Jack?
I ain't sure. They kept their eyes covered there and back. Can't have been too far from here, though.
They treat you right?
It ain't the first time I've had a gun to my head, John. You're forgetting your marriage proposal.
Very funny.
No, they learned pretty quick what would happen if they laid a finger on me.
Sons of bitches.
It wasn't them or being there. I didn't care about that. I've been in far worse situations. It was the waiting. I didn't know if you was coming back.
Of course I was coming back.
You were only supposed to be gone for a couple of days.
It took longer than I thought. The only thing Bill and Dutch was ever any good at was not getting caught.
I started thinking you'd gone back to them. Get those horses moving.
That light's over.
I hope you're right.
Bill, Javier, Dutch, they're all dead. It don't get more over than that.
Ja, das sind mal so ein paar geruhsamere Missionen. Das genieße ich jetzt aber auch, muss ich sagen. Aha.
You came. Thank you so much. We lost the entire harvest.
Miss McFarland, I'd like you to meet my wife, Abigail.
Oh, ain't you quite the gentleman all of a sudden?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Marston.
Likewise. Thank you for saving my husband's life. And for teaching the miserable goat some manners, among other things.
I didn't teach him anything. I know better than to try to change a man. You should meet my father.
Oh, people can change, Miss McFarland. John and I have to believe that more than anybody.
This is a decent first harvest for you, John. You should be proud. That's good land you got there.
How are you feeling, Mrs. Marston? From what your husband told me, it must have been awful for you.
I've been through worse, and I knew he'd be back before too long. He can't cook a meal to save his life.
Abigail, in my darkest hours, when I was most homesick, just the thought of one of your rat meat stews kept me pushing forward.
Well, about as amusing as a weeping saddle sore, ain't he, Miss McFarland? If you're gonna start yammering about women's work, John, I'd say you might be in the wrong company.
I'd say so, too.
I never felt so outnumbered.
Okay.
Ma'am?
Na? Hat die auch ein Auge auf ihn geworfen? Oder wie kann man dieses hinterher schauen und das Scharren mit dem Fuß interpretieren? Jetzt müssen wir den ganzen Weg wieder zurück. Okay.
name is Bonnie.
That was her, all right.
She's pretty.
She's normal, like I said.
Well, you always wanted to be a rancher. I have thought she'd be just your thing. The perfect rancher's wife, if I ever saw one.
I already got a rancher's wife.
I'm only teasing. I like her, and I'm glad she saved your life. Most of the time, anyways.
The McFarlands are good people.
She did blush redder than a shepherd's sunset when she saw you, though.
I have that effect on women.
You've clearly had one too many blows to the head.
You ain't wrong about that, Mrs. Marston.
That's quite a ranch they got there.
That'll be us someday. As soon as we get back on our feet.
I don't know, John. How many times can we start again? An outlaw and a working girl. We ain't exactly farmers.
We are now. Forget that life. It's over.
Do you really believe that?
We have to. It's the only way we'll ever have a future.
The life we led, that doesn't go away. It's never over. You think those government men are just gonna leave us alone now?
The old gang's dead. I did what they asked.
And that's it? A life of crime forgiven?
We're back together, ain't we?
Until they decide you owe them something else.
Sometimes I think I was the stupid one for believing I could get out. Maybe Dutch, Bill, and Javier were just being honest with themselves.
You ain't perfect, John, and I sure ain't. But you're better than they are, than they were.
Maybe we can't change. But we gotta try, for Jack's sake. Even if we have to start again 100 times. It's better than going back to what we were.
Oh,
How's Jack doing?
Angry,
falsch gefahren.
upset. He's been through a lot.
Aber es geht auch so.
Alright.
It's gonna take time. For a while, his world was safe. Normal, even. Then it got turned upside down again.
You ain't saying much about it.
I've tried to talk to him, but how do you explain any of it? What do you say when he asks about Uncle Bill and Uncle Dutch? They were his family when he was a little boy.
He hides away in those pussy heads.
Wouldn't you? It ain't like the real world's done him many favors. He's just been kidnapped. He grew up with the gang. That's no life for a boy.
We did our best to protect him.
Come on, John. He saw things no boy should see.
Well, now we got a chance to make it right.
Da sind wir fast wieder zu Hause. Das war eine etwas geruhsamere Folge. Ohne jetzt so wahnsinnig viel Action, aber... auch den beiden bei ihren Gesprächen zuzuhören. Da sind wir schon wieder auf der Marston Ranch. Okay. Oh, ein Küsschen. Wunderbar. Die beiden verstehen sich doch.
Today, John. I guess I better go fix us something to eat.
Ja, Abigail macht etwas zu essen und wir machen ein kleines Päuschen. Und sehen uns dann wieder zum nächsten Part von Red Dead Redemption. Bis dahin, alles Gute, euer Ristretto.